We are now playing the claw machine at Kokomo Joe's. There's 2 claw machines. We're doing the smaller one. The bigger one I think was like $2.50, and I think this one was $1.75. Holly's pretty good at claw machines, much better than me. And she just wants to win something after not doing the best at stacker. And so we did get 2. First try is very nice. And so it's one of those where you will get little rolls and hand it into the ticket counter. So 100 tickets, and she's trying to find the other one. Sometimes these claw machines will add it to your card and then recycle it back into the machine. But this one, you have to hold on to the little rolls. And so, we got 2. This is a very jiggly claw. So definitely one of those where you want to stay close to the chute, because that way if they drop, hopefully they drop in. Oh, none on that one. And there is a couple heavy ones underneath. So if you grab the big one underneath by not on purpose, then it just kind of ruins the entire grab, because the ones that are underneath are too heavy. So it, of course, it just makes, because otherwise you'd win every time and then the arcade wouldn't make any money. So they got to put something in there. Oh, she dropped all 3. Very, very jerky claw. This is when she looks at the bigger one and decides it's not worth it because it's $2.50 or $2.75. And yeah, I'm having to do a voiceover because the music here was extremely loud, copyrighted music. And so that is why I'm doing a voiceover. Not my favorite, but some arcades are louder than others. And then there's only a couple people here right now. Sometimes when the arcade is pretty busy, the other people kind of drown the music out, but when there's no one around, you just notice the music a lot more. Alright, so I think that time she got 3. So we got a 50, a 50, and a 25. We have a game card that has $25 on it. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And so she spent about $10 on the stacker machine. And now we're going to play the claw. She's trying to find like 1,000 ticket one, but I think those are bigger, and this claw is just not gonna grab something heavy. Alright, we decided to go back to stacker. So this is a good stacker. Unfortunately, the minor prizes are just like crappy candy, and I mean like crappy candy as in Smarties. So that is a little disappointing. They have these nice bags and everything, but it's still crappy candy. So when you play stacker, if you win the minor prize, you either collect the minor prize and you're done, or you skip the minor prize and go for the major prize. And so if you didn't watch the previous video, we have a previous video where Holly did play a lot. And this is a good machine, but as most arcade machines, it is rigged. And so it keeps skipping when, let's see, does she win this? No, it skipped it. And so it's just frustrating. So skipping means the game is programmed that it is possible to win after so much money is spent. And obviously she should have won it because she's excellent at this, but it skipped because that means the game, they just don't think the game has earned enough money yet to pay out the major prize. That's how arcades work. They have to make their money somehow. It's frustrating, but it's still, you never know who else has played it, so you just hope that there's other people have played enough that there'll be a payout soon. You never know. And so definitely she could have won the minor prize every single time, And if it was a good minor prize, she definitely would have cashed out because she's not really impressed with any of these major prizes. I think she said that one was her fault. She can tell when it's she made a mistake or the game skipped. But yeah, so the minor, we've been to other stackers where the minor prizes was really good. Usually it's like keychains or small squishies, and she's definitely cleaned out a couple of stacking machines by winning all the minor prizes. But unfortunately, the minor prizes is just like extremely cheap candy, which is disappointing because they actually have some cute smaller prizes in the arcade prize counter. So it would have been nicer if they would have done like something small like that instead of just crappy candy. As you can see, she won the minor prize again, and I think she said I can't. That one was a skip. Um, but she's not giving up because, like I said earlier, she could win the major prize if it's payout. We just don't know. And we know it's winnable. That one of the prize things is empty. It's just one of those. So much money has to be spent before it is winnable. And I do love watching her play Stacker. Mentioned in the previous video, we're kids of the 80s. We loved Tetris. Or is that a 90s game? Whenever Tetris came out, we played it so much. And this definitely reminds us of Tetris. And she's so good at it. Now it really speeds up. And see, it's like, oh, come on. Ugh. And she said that skipped. She's really frustrated. She could tell that was a skip. So it is a bummer. But I think this game was $1.25 to play. She's not giving up. She's hopeful. It was also hard because it's right next, as you can see, it's right next to the door and the sun is shining in. You can see her reflected perfectly, so it did make it. She did great though. I mean, she still wins the minor prize almost every time, even though the game is right in the sun's. Oh, come on. Ugh. Yeah, she's talking about it's a skip. Frustrating, but you just keep trying. Kind of like claw machines, you can tell like sometimes the claw is firmer, so you can tell when it's getting ready to win sometimes. And she's feeling good, but we'll see. So yeah, if I didn't mention in the beginning, this is, here we go, hold on, is she gonna get this? Oh, I think she said that was her being impatient. This is Kokomo Joe's Family Fun Center in Rolla, Missouri. Rolla, Missouri is a college town. It's and so we're here for the weekend for a high school basketball tournament. I have two nieces and they both play basketball. There's a tournament going on, and so they got to stay in the college dorms. We stayed in a hotel, so the girls are doing their team bonding exercises, and we are checking out local arcades. So there are two arcades in Rolla. The other one is called The Zone, and I have a video on that. Oh, look, she got the minor prize. And they're both owned by the same company. This is Kokomo Joe's. It is so close, so tough. She's just getting frustrated. So we're going to finish off. I think she's got like $8 left on the card. So we are going to finish on the claw machine. So yeah, this is a family fun center, meaning there's a driving range, there's a mini golf course, there's I think there's batting cages, and then there's also go-karts. And we were thinking about playing mini golf after this, but there's a birthday party coming in, and I don't know, 8-year-olds, we don't really want to get stuck playing mini golf near a group of 8-year-olds. So after this, we head out and go and do other stuff in Rolla. This is a good arcade. It's just small. And it's a little, if you watch my other video, I mention it. So these machines are dollar for dollar. Like, when you go to Dave & Buster's or most arcades, it's like a point system. Like a game like at Dave & Buster's is like 12 credits, and it costs you like, I don't know, $1.25 for those 12 credits. So this is dollar for dollar. but a breakdown, it's a little more expensive in my opinion. Oh, she gets two right here. A little more expensive than a typical arcade. I don't know if it's because it's a college town. The prices are not anything special to warrant the price increases. Let's see. So she won a, what was that, 25, and another, was that 50? My hands are getting full. So it's got some fun games, and it's just, unfortunately, the prizes aren't as nice. I'm spoiled by Dave & Buster's. I think Dave & Buster's has a great prize room. Round one, I also like round one because their prizes are pretty unique. Oh, she got one. Very unique, since round one is Japanese owned. They get a lot of Japanese toy oh, I'm not saying that word right, memorabilia, and so I definitely recommend round one if you have one in the area. But as always, I'm a Dave & Buster's girl. It's my preferred arcade, but I definitely like trying all arcades because you never know when you're going to find something unique. Still looking for, I've yet to find an arcade that has gym pushers. I've heard there's a couple in the US. Gym pushers are normally more like a Japanese thing, but hopefully I'll find one eventually. That is my goal. And if I ever find, or a good candy pusher, any candy pushers I've ever come across, it's like cheap candy. So if I ever come across one with nice candy like they do have in Japan or Australia, I will be spending tons of money. Oh, and that one flew right in. But unfortunately, usually in the US, candy pushers are cheap candy that nobody really wants. So what did we, she's got one or two more swipes left. Oh, come on, don't fall. Yay, she got two more. And here's that party coming in that we're like, let's be done and get out of here before a huge group of kids come. And so she got two more. Excuse me, I have bad allergies. And then we're going to go over to a table and put them all down and count them. They do have a couple bar tables right here. That is nice. And they do have a little snack bar with like hot dogs and nachos. But here we go. Holly's a nice little haul. So we end up counting, and I think she ends up with 650 tickets. So $25 to win 650 tickets, but we keep in mind she spent more than half on Stacker. Not bad. She actually did a lot better on the claw machines than I do. So yes, thank you, Holly. And now we will go see what kind of prizes we can get for $650. All right. So since we're not coming back to this arcade, it was fine. We're in Rolla for a basketball tournament, and so hopefully we won't be back. And so Holly spent $25, and she spent a lot on the Stacker, which she enjoyed playing, but it kept skipping. It just wasn't ready for payout. But she did great on the claw machine. She got 625 tickets. They don't have the best prizes to choose from. That's unfortunate, but not everyone can be Dave & Buster's. So we got this little magnetic checkers, 425 tickets. And then we just got these bamboo back scratchers, 2 of them for 95 tickets each. And yeah, they are actually, he said they just came in today. So we're the first ones for the back scratchers.
Because I feel like I want a back scratcher.
We definitely need a back scratcher. And then as usual with every arcade, you get a little card. So, and sometimes they're generic, and sometimes they say the name, the zone, Kokomo Joe's. So that's a cute little souvenir too. Always keep your cards because you never know when you might come back to an arcade. They said that they charged $1 for a new card. They didn't charge us.
Oh, they did.
They did? They did charge you $1?
Yeah.
So you paid $26?
Yep.
Keep your card. This cost her $1. They used to not charge for cards. But now they do. Not just, I mean, arcades in general used to not charge for cards. Now they do. So overall, it was fun. Not the best arcade, but not the worst arcade. If you're in the area, wasting time, why your kids are playing basketball, might as well check it out.